How's it going, everyone? It is October 7th, 2019, just roughly 2 in the morning, but we have gotten a new signal here on the Thriving Bull signal. So this is going to be our signal of the day, or trade of the day. We have AUD USD, the start time being 1 a.m. and the end time being 3 a.m. So we're going to be looking for the 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. expiry here. So we're going to go into Nadex, we're going to go to the 1 to 3, and then we're going to go back to our signal and see. So we're looking for the 6746. So 6746. So we're looking at this. This is looking like a pretty, let's see here. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so we're right about there. So what we're going to do is go ahead and buy this at 50 contracts. And there we are, we're filled. And what we're going to also do as well is we're going to make a limit order here for this to be another 50 at 50. So that way we can get it a 50-50 deal, and then have another 50 that are sitting in the open position here. So then what we're going to do is just wait this trade out. I will come back when the trade is done in the next 56 minutes, and we will see how we did. Alright, so I just wanted to come back and to show you guys exactly how this trade really transformed. So we're looking like we might get another pullback here. I'm going to go ahead and put our buy. 67.46 is where we were at on our buy. So that's where we're at. Put the price level, change this to a nice label of Nadex buy for 3 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to go make this nice and blue, make it dot, make it fat. That way we can see it nice and clear. We know where our price is at on Nadex, and we know everything here. And this is going to be a really, really nice price, as you can see, just price formation. We can even see a nice W pattern here. We have, my apologies, we have this going to here, and then this going to here, this going to here, and we're just should be seeing a nice rally back up. If we go and meet these lows again, then that will be, bad news for us. We'll probably just cancel our trade out and call it for a loss. Our stop loss is built in with Nadex, which is nice, but you sometimes, just depending on the type of risk that you have within the trade, sometimes it's nice to pull out. But with Thriving Bull signals, we have a really, really high success rate. Sometimes the trades may be a little riskier than others, but typically you'll see about a 50-50 trade or a 60-40 trade. So this one was just a little bit more risky. We got in about 2 or 3 minutes late. So if we would have waited, we would have gotten in a little bit better price. But we got in a little late. It is it is pretty late here. It's 1 in the morning. So we're going to wait this trade out. I'm going to go ahead and put the level at which the trade will be over, which will be right about here. This will be the last minute. So I'm going to go ahead and make this nice and fat as well. And that will be our target. And so what we want to see is that price is above this line at this area here. And so let's just go back and see what we're looking at here. I'm going to go ahead and go back into Nadex. And we haven't gotten filled on our other trade. We probably won't, but it's not a bad idea just to at least have it there. And then so that's going to be our price level here. So actually, if you really look at it, our price level is actually a lot below what Thinkorswim is showing us, because they have different liquidity providers. So they're going to have a little bit different price. It looks like it's about almost 1 pip difference in price, but that's okay. So we're just going to go ahead and just watch this trade unfold. What I'd like to see happen as far as where this price may go for at least our trade, at least what I'd like to see here is we are on a 1 hour 20-day chart. I'm going to go ahead and auto zoom this so I can go and let's actually, what we'll do here is we'll do a let's do a nice 10-day and see what see where we're at on the 10-day high to the 10-day low as far as the Fibonacci is concerned. Nothing that I'm seeing here as far as any sort of real price levels. I mean, you can see that price came down to the 23. It's been wicking here at the 78.6. Nothing too extreme, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that and check out a little bit more of a wide range view. And then let's see what we're looking at here. Let's just go to, this is 180 days. We're going to go from that swing high down to this swing low and then kind of get an idea. So what we'll probably see is that price will probably come back and reach these 23.6 or at least the 50. That's where you want to always set at least your last target profit is around the 50 area or 38.2. Sometimes you can hit the 61.8. That's just over risking it in my opinion. But that's just what we're looking at is for this particular buy is to just be around this area or above this area in the next around 45 minutes. So then the last thing here is what we can see and this will be the last thing, and then I will pause the video and we will come back once the trade is done. But if you notice, we are extremely oversold here, at least on the Fisher transformer. We are just hitting this bottom out here, and we should see this nice trend upwards, at least above our price. And like I said before, we'd have a nice W formation here from this. Let me go ahead and delete that. And what we can do is go here, 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 and there. And what we should see is price to go above that area here. That's what you really want to see, is for price to just kind of go above your W mark. And what we do not want to see is for our particular situation is for price to go below our area, because that's where the nice W formation is. So we see this on a 1 minute chart, not as accurate as you see them on other longer term charts, but you will be able to see them in short range charts as well, and they're accurate, but nowhere near as the type of momentum that you would typically see on a much larger range chart, like a 1 hour or a 4 hour. So we're going to sit here and wait, and then we'll come back when we have about 2 minutes left, and we'll see where our trade, what happened with our trade. All right, some more developments as this trade is going on. Again, as you can see, this was our W formation here. We had a nice W formation on the 1 minute chart, and all we were looking for is this nice move upwards past this area here, past the tip of that W. And as you can see, we are definitely going right past on that, so we might actually see some nice movement. So what we're going to do is delete these trend lines and then see where this thing might be going. So right now we are probably going to be testing this level right here. As you can see, we've been testing this level around here. We had a nice hit at this area. We had a nice hit around these areas as well, a nice hit around this area. So if we can just bust past this, it'll be really nice, but it's looking really good. So I'm going to come back in the next 30 minutes. We have 30 more minutes until this trade closes. Let's go into Nadex and see how much we're in profit here. We're in profit just a little over $600, and so what I can see here is I believe the overall profit for this trade, we spent $77.50. So if we take 100 minus $77.50, we're going to profit $22.50 per contract. We have 50 on, so this is the maximum we can make. So if we divide that by 2, we're over 50% of what we can potentially make here, and we are still going right on up. So this is looking really nice. So yeah, so we're going to, again, wait for this trade to just fully close out, as you do all thriving bull signals, and we will come right back. All right, so we've got about 17 minutes left until this trade is done. It's looking like the current price is at $99.75, which means that this is going to be the highest it will go. So we can sell it for the highest it will go, which is $92.25. So we could sell it now and make a nice $737 profit. But as you remember last time, we can make a potential of $1,100 on this trade. So we are just sitting heavy in profit right now. This is on the 1 hour chart. This is where we got in. We got in right about here at $77.50. We could have gotten in here. I think the price of this particular asset was our strike was about $52, so we would sit at a much heavier profit, but that's not what the signal told us. So as we can see here, the signal wanted us to go at 67.46. We've got 16 minutes and 20 seconds left, and we have 16 minutes 20 seconds left. As you can see, we are timed just right with Nadex's timer as well. So we're going to sit here and we're going to wait for the next 16 minutes and see how we get off, and we're going to come back. All right, we have about 5 minutes left on this particular trade, about 4.5 minutes left. Looks like we had a lot of downward momentum here. It's just because our momentum was just kind of going upwards here on this last few minutes on this hour. And so what I've done here is I've actually taken a Fibonacci tool just to kind of see what I could, how far I would see that this might go, and we might actually be able to, re-enter into some more contracts for at a cheaper price, just like, you know, once it started to kind of really tank it around this area here. But I've taken it to this low all the way down to all the way up to this high, to the previous to the most recent high. And what I could possibly see happen, and you're seeing it kind of happen now, is that price may actually hit this 23.6 area. It's kind of stalling at the 38.2, but it might actually go to the 23.6. It might go a little bit past it, but again, I think our price on Nadex is not exactly right here. It's about right there. So as long as price stays above this little range right here, we'll be okay. And I think with roughly 3.5 minutes, 2.5 minutes left, we should be just all right. So we're going to be able to kind of watch this trade live. Watching the 5 minute here, we can definitely see that it's going to probably keep dropping here. So I'm kind of glad that we've only got 3 minutes left on this particular trade, just because any newcomers that are coming in here, you know, once they've got a trade open and they're sitting heavy in green, I mean, once you get into the position where you're able to put in 50 contracts or even 5, because even if you had 5 right here, you'd sitting at around $68, which is pretty heavy. And so it's almost $100 within a day that you've made. And once you've kind of made that green, sometimes you just want to just get in and get out. But, you know, sometimes it's best to just wait it out and wait out for that extra few $100 when you're sitting on contracts this heavy. Once you're starting out, sometimes it's, you know, sometimes you can go ahead and then close them out early. But here with Thriving Bull, we typically suggest that you wait till the trade is fully out, because once you go into our performance here, you can tell. Let's just go ahead and refresh this, because we did have a USD/JPY kind of mess up, little hiccup on the price in Nadex. But as you can see here, we've got a lot of profit here. We've had one losing trade out of 15. So we've got about 2 minutes left on this particular trade. We're going to wait this one out. And what I'll do here is just come back once the trade has about 10 seconds left, and we'll see where we're at then when we come back. All right, and with that, we have 10 seconds left, and our price is still very, very high above the 67.46, just about 4 pips above it. Let's go back into Thinkorswim and see exactly where we're going. We can see that the price is just, so we can go ahead and get rid of these. But this is where we entered, was around this price here, and we definitely skyrocketed here, but we bought in at this price on Nadex, but we entered around here. And as you can see, we have definitely are starting to see some more downward momentum, probably to hit the 23.6. And we will start to rally back up into reaching these highs again. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This is our trade of the day for October 7th, 2019. We took the trade at about 1 a.m. Central Time or 2 a.m. Eastern Standard up into 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that trade. Make sure you check out www.thrivingbull.com.